Hello everyone, how's it going? Schmoop here. I wanted to bring you a little bit of a different one today. So there has been a lot of hate, or not hate, but just criticism going around for Destiny 2. And there's a whole lot of dead game, don't play, whatnot. And I mean, I even went over to Warframe and Borderlands and had a little fun, took a break, and now I'm back. And I have some ideas that I wanted to propose. So let's give some actual constructive feedback ideas, okay? I want to talk ideas here. The first thing I'm thinking about here, the Eververse store. Now, when you come in here, a set of armor, it's, here in the US, it is $1 to 100 silver, right? So this is $15 for a armor set that we've all been asking for. Now, keep in mind, it is... And the sets in the store have always been great. Like, I want this. I personally want this badly. But then you do something like, this is $22 normally on sale for $19. And what is this? It is a ghost shell, a ship, and a vehicle. $7 for a weapon ornament. Let's see what else we have here. Let's look for some more crazy stuff. That was a $20. This is $20 right here. So my first thing that I want to point out here is, why are these not on sale individually? I would much rather get a shader that I am dying to get and not be forced to take 3 other ones I don't want. And honestly, if this was by itself and I could buy the Infidescence by itself, I would buy that. But I'm not spending $8 for one shader because I'm not going to use the other 3. And that's kind of one of the things I want to point out here is this stuff should all have its own tab over here. Instead of this, they need to update and get rid of this random Bright Dust, Archive, Recommended, Seasonal, and Featured. Instead, keep the Featured, keep the Bright Dust one, but then you should have armor, you should have shaders, you should have weapon ornaments, and then you should have like equipment, which could be like your weapon ornaments, ghost ships, sparrows, that kind of stuff. Like, they should categorize it and sell it all individually, because how many times are you going to buy a ship? How many times are you going to buy a sparrow? Like right here, $20 for this because of the shader. What if people just want the shader? Why do they have to spend $20? Now, that's actually a nice shader, but why do I have to spend $20 to get this shader? It should be individually priced. And, $2 per shader isn't bad, but $15 for an armor, $20 for an armor set, these should be like $5. And here is my logic / reasoning behind that. And I'm going to do this over here on my iPad, so prepare to see some chicken scratch like you've never seen before. And let's say we have $20 worth of stuff over here and $20 worth of stuff over here, right? So 2 sets of 20. Pretty simple. Now, if you have 5 people spend $20 for $100 and you lose one of those people, right? So now there's only 4 people. That means that 20, that's $80, and you just lost 20% of your revenue, right? That's 20% that you're down. But if you have 20 people spending $5 for $100 and you lose 1 person, guess what? That's still 19 people at 5, which works out to $95, which is only a 5% decrease, right? So not only with the way the current economy is and the way things are, but also just mathematically speaking, I feel like in the long run, Bungie would make more money and the player base would be happier if they dropped all the prices, because then more people would be willing to buy. Like, if you tell me that I need to spend $20 on an armor set when I could buy Silksong for $20, I'm not going to buy an armor set no matter how much I want it. But if you tell me this Taken set right here was, or even this Dawn Singer set was $5, you know what? I'd do it, because $5, you can make $5 up. You can find a 5 on the floor when you go walking to a gas station. Like, $5 is doable. Same with these like exotic armors. These should only be like $2. A shader should be $2 at maximum, if not $1. Like, a whale can only buy so many sets, right? Like, there are people out there that'll spend $600 and buy the whole store, but then that's it. And how many whales are there? I guarantee if they would drop all these prices down and say, hey, you know, corporate speak, we know that times are rough, so guess what? We're going to make everything cheaper to try and say thank you to the community and earn some trust back. I guarantee you more people would buy stuff. Like, there's just no other way to think about it. And it's like, when you lose a sale, you lose less. So yeah, that's kind of like my big rant on the whole Eververse thing, because in all honesty, they can do better. I don't know if y'all remember it or not, but I gotta try and even find it. When they added this set of armor made out of bones here, the ossuary sets, what happened to those? Why are those not in the game and all we get now are the season pass and like some of the armor sets? Like, where's the cool armor sets? Like, why are they only in the season pass now? So speaking of things lost, when we got to the portal here, what do we have? Now they've just added some stuff, but what do we actually have here? Okay, where are the strikes? This isn't the full dungeon. These are just sections of those dungeons and a couple exotic missions. And for Crucible, this is all we have. Where are all the raids? Where are all the dungeons? Where are all the strikes? Why are they not just in here? Like, honestly, I don't care about a tiered system. I just wish that they were in the game and then I could upgrade it later. Like, there's no reason to introduce this system here that robs Destiny of its entire being, and then you come over here to the world portal and it's just empty. There's no little glistening stars say, oh hey, here's a high-end pinnacle drop, right? Where did it go? It's just like when you come over here, what happened to weapon crafting? Like, this only serves the purpose for a couple of exotics right now. There is no other reason to come and craft a weapon. And it's like, there are so many weapons that we ground out 5 upon 5 upon 5 red borders to get. And now they just don't matter. And it's like, that is not valuing our playtime. That is not saying, hey guys, we're listening, we understand. So Bungie, I need you to do us a solid here. You need to make it to where we can craft tier 5s. You need to bring back red borders, because in all honesty, it feels pointless now. And it feels like I need multiple drops of the same weapons for certain things now. And on top of multiple things, perfect segue, what is going on with this armor system? I have an idea for you, Bungie. How about you make it so that we can come over here and we can visit 801, you know? So all we'd have to do is come in here and fly down. And you could be like, okay, well, I have 2 mod slots right here, just like these. You have 2 mod slots, right? You have your first slot and your second slot. And you know what'd be really cool? To be able to mix and match or trade out the 2-piece and the 4-piece. So say I get over here a Bushido robes, right? And I'm like, oh man, I really want these. Well, I can go to Shada 1, because all she does now is sell shaders, right? I can run up in here. I can come over to her and give her a purpose. And here in her menu, but I can come over here and I can say, oh man, you know what's really cool? There's a slot right here that lets me extract. And then all I have to do is go in here and I could be like this piece of armor and pull out the 2-piece. And then if I get another one, I can pull out the 4-piece. And now on my main set of armor, I have armor slots where I can put in a 2-piece of tech set in a 4-piece of Bushido. or a 2-piece Bushido and a 4-piece tech set, or I can just turn this armor into Bushido with a drop-down menu like these mods here, because then we'd still have to grind out the armor, but I wouldn't need to have 80 pieces of armor in my vault. You can never make enough vault space for the fact that you constantly want us to be rotating our armor, and you're constantly going to be adding armor. It's not a sustainable system. You need to give us armor slots so that we can manage and essentially craft our armor on the fly. Like, or if we have to come back to Ada every time and it costs an Ascendant shard to swap out a armor set piece bonus, so be it. But we don't need 80 pieces of armor in the vault, Bungie. So my tip for this one here, give us armor mods for the set bonuses. Because it's like, we already have universal ornaments, right? So this isn't even the tech set anymore, because I can literally turn it into whatever I want, and I can come to Shada 1 and get whatever set I want. Oh, it's really red with this one. But yeah, I can turn it into whatever set I want, right? So I don't need 80 pieces of armor. It's plain and simple. That's my fix for that. And the last one is, please leave the bugs in. I understand needing to patch things, but if a sword with no ammo is doing more damage than a rocket per swipe, just disable it in day 1 contest raids and PvP and give the people something fun to do. It's like, you got 2 guardians that are friends, right? And one loves this game, plays it every day, and the other one hops in and out, plays what they need to. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to take a break. There's nothing to do in Destiny. Then, Guardian number 2 walks up and is like, hey, by the way, did you know that you can one-shot strike bosses and you can do it with no ammo? And he's like, whoa, what? And they get in and they play some more. Like, it's healthy for the population to have this stuff, because it's like, it's fun. It gives the community something to do. And I'll give you mad props for leaving it in the game for a week instead of patching it out immediately. But when you have entire regions that can't play this game, when you have bugs like that, that should be your priority, not weapon balancing. Unless it's crashing the game, like the universal ornaments, the Titan mark, unless it's breaking the game and letting you kill your friends in competitive, like handheld Supernova, don't fix it. Let it ride for a season. Let it go. Let it have some fun. I don't know what else to besides that. It's like, just don't patch the stuff that brings the community together for fun. We don't need to constantly have to chase these weird mini events here, these weekly mini events. Honestly, these just make it so that every day you have to come back. Some of us work real jobs. Some of us have things to do, right? So in all honesty, you should make these 2-3 week events every time. Like, we don't need a new event every week. We need more stuff to do in the game that isn't an event doing the same things, right? Like, again, seriously, we need all of our old stuff back, because at least that was fun to do. With 10 strikes, 20 strikes in the game, you wouldn't know which one you were getting. It's like, oh, cool. Right now, we're doing, 3 of them? I mean, the battlegrounds are, they're okay. They're basically strikes in their own right, so I don't know why we even need to call them battleground, but, like, they are strikes, so that's okay. Like, we got a few here, right? Like, this isn't terrible, but, like, you sunset so much of the game. But yeah, that's my thoughts for now. Let me know what y'all think. Till next time. Peace.